गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Good morning to all the dignitaries. With great joy and immense exhilaration, I, Sindhu Nair, feel very privileged to extend my warm welcome to all present here for the celebration of 72nd Republic Day. All we answer today when we stand together to celebrate 72nd Republic Day of India. Let us leave 2020 behind and strive to take India to new heights in 2021. Let us all salute the brave hearts who made the supreme sacrifice in service to the nation. Before we move on to the main program, let me brief some valuable information about this day. On this day, it is celebrated to honor the date on which the Constitution of India came into effect in the year 1950 and India turned into democratic republic and secular nation. Let us all remember the father of our Indian Constitution, B.R. Ambedkar, who is also known as architect of an Indian Constitution. He has played a major role in framing the Constitution. He was the first Union Law Minister of independent India. On behalf of the management, I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. N.V. Ballal, sir, who is our source of inspiration and motivation for this gracious session. I welcome you, sir. Thank you, sir. I am extremely honored to introduce and welcome our special guest, Mr. Dilip sir, who is present here as Kengal Hanum Thailand, the Secretary Minister of Finance for this auspicious occasion. I welcome you, sir. Thank you, sir. I extend my warmest welcome to our respected principal, Mr. K.S.N. Bhatt, sir, a person with a great vision, our well-wisher, and the backbone of our institution for gracing this occasion. I welcome you, sir. This year, the celebration of Republic Day is going to be a bit different from past due to pandemic. Let me call upon Master Deepankar from the class 9th, who is going to brief us about the framing of the Constitution and the importance of Voters' Day in English. Master Deepankar recently received an award from Department for the poster making. Let us all congratulate him and wish him all the very best in his future. Deepankar.
The Constitution of India is the supreme law of our land. It is the document which lays down the framework of the nation. It lays down the framework of the fundamental policies, fundamental political code, the directive principles, the duties of the government institutions, etc. And it also sets out the fundamental rights, fundamental duties of the citizens, and also the directive principles. We all know that our nation got independence on 15th August 1947, Till then, India did not have any permanent constitution of its own, and hence its rules and regulations were based on the Government of India Act of 1935. Hence, on 29th August 1947, a resolution was moved for the appointment of drafting committee, which was appointed to draft a permanent constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as its chairman. It also had other members like Alladi Krishnaswamy and Gopalaswamy, K.M. Munshi, etc. This committee prepared a draft constitution and submitted it to the Constituent Assembly on 4th November 1947. 2 years later, on 26th November 1949, the constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly. The next year, on 24th January 1950, the Indian Constitution was approved by all the members of the Indian Constituent Assembly. All the members signed 2 copies each of the Constitution, which was in Hindi and English, and approved it. 2 days later, on 26th January 1950, the Constitution of India came into force.
Speech which has really enlightened us with all information about Constitution and the Voters' Day. Now, let me invite our special guest on the stage, Mr. Kengal Hanumantayya, who was the second Chief Minister of Mysore from 30th March 1952 to 19th August 1956. He was a member committee for the drafting of a model constitution for the Indian states. He was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Mysore through Congress Party. He also contributed to the construction of Vidhan Sauda, the seat of the state legislature. Let us all listen to his speech in Sanskrit.
प्रथमो हनुमन्नाम द्वितीयो भीम एव च पूर्णप्रज्ञस्तुतीयस्तु भगवत्कार्यसिद्धिः। अत्र उपस्थितेभ्यः गण्येभ्यः प्राचार्येभ्यः पोषकेभ्यः तथा मम छात्रेभ्यश्च गणतन्त्रदिवसस्य हार्दाः ಶುಭಾಶಯಾः। ತುಂಬ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆದಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. विदितमेव भवतः एतस्मिन् दिने भारतदेशस्य संविधानस्य परिग्रहः 50-उत्तर-19 वर्षे नाम 1950 वर्षे जनवरी मासस्य 26 दिनाङ्के जातः। एतदेव संविधानस्य योगदानं कृतवन्तः केङ्गल् हनुमन्त महोदयाः। एषः केङ्गल् हनुमन्त महोदयाः फेब्रवरी मासस्य 26 दिनाङ्के 14 दिनाङ्के 19 वर्षे अस्मिन् प्रपञ्चे आगतवान्। एषः केङ्गल् हनुमन्त महोदयाः भारतीय संविधानस्य कृतकप्रतिनिर्माणावसरे स्वयोगदानं कृतवन्तः इति कर्णाटकानां प्रमोदास्पद विषयम्। कानिचन देशस्य संस्कृतिः, राजनीतिः, प्रजानीतिसम्बन्धविषयाः यथा मर्यादायाः अन्तःस्थिताः भवेयुः तथा चकार। एवमेव करणीयाः अकरणीयाः नैव करणीयादि विषयाः स्फुटता च प्रति प्रजायाः मस्तिष्के स्युः। एतदेव भारतीय संविधान शासनांगादि न्यायांग पर्यन्तं प्रति प्रजायाः प्रजाहितार्थं कानिचन नियमानि निर्माय प्रजाः यदा अन्तःस्थिताभ्यन्तरे भवेयुः तथा चकार। एतत् संविधानं देशान्तरेण प्रपञ्चे एव भारतीयसंविधानस्य हिन्दुस्तानसंविधानस्य परमं महत्त्वं वर्तते। समयः अतीतः, विषयस्तु विशालः, संस्कृतेन भाषणं कर्तव्यम् इति महदा आशाः वर्तते, परन्तु अत्र स्थिताः सर्वे संस्कृतं न जानन्ति। तस्मात् सार्धनिमिषादेव मम भाषणात् विरमामि। सर्वान् प्रति विज्ञापयामि, न एतस्मिन् दिने एव अपि तु प्रतिदिनं प्रतिक्षणम् अनुकालं भ्रष्टाचारादि निर्मूलनमेव मम आद्यकर्तव्यः। तत् निर्मूलं करोति इति सर्वान् प्रतिज्ञापयामि इत्युक्त्वा मम वाग्व्यापारात् विरमामि। धन्यवादः।
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us with your speech and made us realize the importance of making of the Constitution. Next, we have with us Kumari Monita Lokesh, a student of class 10th. Today, she is going to share the information of the importance of the Constitution in Kannada.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭೋದಯ. ನಾನು ಮೋನಿತಾ ಲೋಕೇಶ್ 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವ ಭಾರತ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ವಿಧಾತ, ಹೌದು, ಇವರೇ ಭಾರತದ ನಿಜ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ವಿಧಾತರು. ಬಡತನ, ನೋವು, ಅವಮಾನದ ಬೆಂಕಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂದು ಬಂಗಾರವಾದ ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆಯ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಪುತ್ರ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಭೀಮ್ರಾವ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್. ಇವರ ಬೆವರಿನ ಹನಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲವೇ ಭಾರತದ ಆತ್ಮವಾದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೇವಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕವಲ್ಲ, ಕಾನೂನಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಭಾರತದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಕಟ್ಟಕಡೆಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಅಸ್ಮಿತೆ. ನವಗ್ರಹಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿಂದುವಾದಂತೆ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವೇ ಜೀವಸೆಲೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮಹತ್ವವೆಂದರೆ ಕೇವಲ ಕಾನೂನು ಕಟ್ಟಳೆಗಳಲ್ಲ, ಬದಲಾಗಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಸೈದ್ಧಾಂತಿಕ ಸೆಲೆ. ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಂವಿಧಾನಗಳಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾಗಿದೆ. ಪುರುಷ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಲಿಂಗವೆಂದು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಹೆಂಗಸರು ಇಂದು ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಪರ್ವವನ್ನು ಏರಿರುವುದು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಿಂದಲೇ. ಹೆಣ್ಣಿನ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಹತ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ತಡೆದು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಸಂಸಾರದ ಕಣ್ಣೆಂದು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ರಕ್ಷಕನಾಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದು ಇದೇ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ವರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆಯ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆತ್ತವರ ಕರುಳಿಗೆ ಬೆಂಕಿಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಭಂಡ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಉಗ್ರವಾಗಿದ್ದು ಇದೇ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ಜಾತಿಯ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಧರ್ಮದ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡದ ಅಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದು ಸಹ ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ.
For an awesome speech which was really made us really feel that infused their patriotism. On this day, let us promise our motherland that we will do everything to enrich and preserve our heritage, our ethos and treasure. Let us always remember, let us repeatedly speak out our duty is to do good to humanity. Let me invite our music teacher, Mrs. Vatsala ma'am, who is going to inspire us with her Sanskrit melodious song.
सततं स्मरणीयं मनसा सततं स्मरणीयं वचसा सततं वदनीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं न भोगभवने रमणीयं न च शुकशयने शयनीयम् अहर्निशं जागरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं न जातु दुःखं गणनीयं न च निजसौख्यं मननीयं कार्यक्षेत्रे त्वरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं दुःखसागरे त्वरणीयं कष्टपर्वते चरणीयं विपत्विपीने भ्रमणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयं गहानरण्ये घनान्धकारे बन्धुजनाहे स्मिता गौहरे तत्र मया सञ्चरणीयं लोकहितं मम करणीयम्.
Moving on to the next program, let us invite Master Kailash Prakash, the student of class 10th, who is present here as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And he is going to brief us about the making of the constitution in Hindi.
अध्यापक जी, उप प्रधान अध्यापक जी, मुख्य अतिथि, शिक्षकगण और मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों, मेरा नाम कैलाश प्रकाश है और मैं 10वीं कक्षा भ विभाग में पढ़ रहा हूँ. आज मैं भारत के गणतंत्र दिवस के बारे में बोलना चाहता हूँ. भारत आज उसका 72वां गणतंत्र दिवस मना रहा है. भारत का गणतंत्र दिवस को कोई जाति या धर्म से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, यानी भारत के सभी लोग एक साथ मिलकर गणतंत्र दिवस को मनाते हैं. इसी दिन यानी 26 जनवरी 1950 के दिन हमारा भारत का संविधान लागू हुआ था, जिसको बाबा साहेब डॉक्टर भीमसेन राव अंबेडकर ने बनाया था. यह भारत के 3 राष्ट्रीय पर्वों में से एक है. अन्य 2 स्वतंत्रता दिवस और गांधी जयंती है. आज के दिन भारत पूर्ण गणतंत्र बना, यानी पूर्ण प्रभुत्व संपन्न गणतंत्र बना था. 26 जनवरी 1930 में कांग्रेस के अधिवेशन में हमारे भारत के पहले प्रधानमंत्री जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने अंग्रेजों के विरुद्ध पूर्ण स्वराज हासिल करने का निर्णय लिया था. इसको चिन्हित करने के लिए हम गणतंत्र दिवस को मनाते हैं.
Thank you, Kailash, for making us understand that we are living in a democratic republic country. We have freedom in mind, faith in words, pride in our heart, and patriotism in our souls. Next, we have with us our high school PE teacher, Mrs. K.S. Shastri sir, who is going to explain the significance of this day in Kannada.
ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ, ವೇದಿಕೆಯ ಮುಂಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸೀನರಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನನ್ನ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಬಂಧು ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, ಪೋಷಕ ಬಂಧುಗಳು, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ 72ನೇ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ 1947 ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 15ರಂದು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯಿತು. ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಭಾರತ ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯವಾರು ಆಡಳಿತಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿತ್ತು. ಇಂಥ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಚೌಕಟ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ 47ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಜನವರಿ 26, 1950ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಗಣತಂತ್ರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅಂದರೆ ಗಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು, ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದರ ನೇತೃತ್ವವನ್ನು ಅಂದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರಾದ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ರವರಿಗೆ ವಹಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಬಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವು ರಾಜಮನೆತನಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಂದೇಟನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದಂಥ ಕಾಲ. ಆಗ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ರವರ ದಿಟ್ಟ ನಿರ್ಧಾರದಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ಅಖಂಡ ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯ ಒಕ್ಕೂಟಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸರ್ದಾರ್ ವಲ್ಲಭಾಯ್ ಪಟೇಲ್ರಿಗೆ ಉಕ್ಕಿನ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಜೆಯ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಭಾರತದ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಒಗ್ಗೂಡಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರವನ್ನಾಗಿ ರೂಪಿಸಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಕಾನೂನಾತ್ಮಕ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ರೂಪಿಸುವಂತ ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿ ಭಾರತ ರತ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ B.R. ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ರವರ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕರಡು ಸಮಿತಿಯನ್ನ ರಚಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮೆಚ್ಚುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ, ಹಾಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವದಲ್ಲೇ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ. ಈ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ರಚನೆಯನ್ನ ಈ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ರಚಿಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ 1956 ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಈ ದಿನವಾದ ನೆನಪಿಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಜನವರಿ 26ರಂದು ನಾವು ದೇಶಾದ್ಯಂತ ಗಣರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವನ್ನ ಆಚರಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕಳೆದ 1,00,000 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಅನ್ಯ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಹೊರತು ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿತೀಶಿಯನ್ನು ಹಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್, ಜೈ ಭಾರತಾಂಬೆ.
Thank you, sir, for giving us an awesome speech this day to make us realize that this day is celebrated every year to give honor to the lengthiest constitution of the largest democracy in the world. This occasion marks a patriotic spirit within us and encourages us to be loyal and respectful towards our nation. Now, I request our Principal Sir to address the gathering.
Happy Republic Day. Honorable Joint Secretary Sir, Shri N.V. Ballar, my dear colleagues here, my dear students here, and my dear parents here, grandparents here. So we have gathered here to celebrate the 72nd Republic Day. You just see, we have got the three organs of the Constitution, like the legislature, the executive, the judiciary. But we see the people are not following the Constitution 100%. Why there is so many aberrations, so many incidents of violations? That shows that we are still lagging behind in understanding the Constitution, the real spirit of the Constitution. So this is very important day. We have to see that our younger generation, the students, the present day students, they should be thoroughly be informed about the Constitution. It is a very important document. So on this day, what I request all of you, let us read the Constitution and try to understand. If we understand the Constitution, we will commit less mistakes. We will respect each and everybody in this country, no matter whether he belongs to any religious group. Today, our Joint Secretary, actually I wanted Joint Secretary to hoist the flag, as he is the representative from the management and the guest of the day, but he asked me to do that. So I felt it is an honor given to me by the management. I thank the management for giving this honor of hoisting this great flag, the national flag, which is nothing but a blessing from the entire nation. Hoisting a national flag is something great. So I got this opportunity because of Sri N.V. Ballar. Read the message sent by our beloved Secretary Sir, Sri S.K. Bhatt. I am glad to know that our school will be, as usual, celebrating Republic Day this year too. On this day, we commemorate birth of Constitution of India. in the words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, recognized as the father of Indian Constitution, Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. Let us at PPEC Indiranagar uphold the dignity and the honor of our great republic by celebrating this day. Though I am unable to be a part of this function, I send my best wishes for its success and best wishes to all colleagues of PPEC. Regards, Shri S.K. Bhatt. So, I thank our beloved Secretary Sir for his best wishes and message. I thank to this chief guest also. Thank you. All the best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us the importance of the word democracy with your enriched words. And thank you for S.K. Bhatt sir's message also, which makes us realize that we should salute India where each bud blooms in its true colors, where each day is celebrated with unity and synthesis. Saluting the brave hearts who made the supreme sacrifice in service to the nation. Now, I would like to request our today's chief guest, Mr. N.D. Ballal sir, to address the gathering.
Vande Mataram. Happy Republic Day to each one of us. Right in the life of the individual comes with the responsibilities. Without that caveat, no right will rest on anyone, and it starts from me, not from somebody else. That's how I look at it. And I think with the lifestyle during those days, pre-independence days and during after independence, the constitutional experts were capable enough to think the requirement going ahead for centuries and centuries, and documented it, and we have adopted it as constitution. Only thing perhaps we are forgetting that these rights have come with responsibilities. Yes, because of British rule, we might have some setback in between. But worst setback has been witnessed by countries like Japan because of atomic attack. But they progressed. I think, as India, I am a little bit different from while speaking. I am critical about ourselves. And to be very honest, I will tell that at the last. We call it as crab fighting. We pull the other man's legs when we prosper, other fellow prosper. That's how our progress will always be slow. Why I am telling all these things is I don't know whether we are really able to think on issues, and we may differ. We have got every right to differ on every issue. But whether it is restricted to issue or whether it is only our personal requirements that is driving our this what you call total this one. This is the way this country is ruled over a long period of time. So no constitution can progress us unless we give space to others to live with us. And why I am telling this is our young generation, our children, our students should be cultivating those traits in their life when they are very of teenage. Why I am telling again teenage? There is a saying from Rajneesh, in every child's life cycle,
7 years is a cycle. You never know the potential of the child. Leave it as it is to grow, but only remove the dangers from their life so that they will grow to their potential. But having said that, as a school, as a responsible institution, we should also be cultivating the patriotism in them. Once they learn that patriotism, they will try to accommodate others in the process. The other may be wrong. It is not that others are always right. The person who is debating with him is wrong. No. But give the space to him. Try to correct them also. That is the beautiful India we thought. That's how the constitution was formulated. We do strikes. We don't, for our right, we don't imagine what we are creating disturbance to others. I'm not talking don't do strike. You do strike. If you want to make it, prove it a point, you make it. But don't disturb others. They have got also their own right. What people come on the media, what people write on the newspaper, that is not the final opinion. There are lots, majority of the opinions are hidden inside in India. It is never come to the open. It may come to open only when on the voting day or a very critical issue like our pandemic. Then it may be felt actually. So let us respect that also. Only let us not hear what the voice we are really hearing is the voice of India. There are a lot of voices which are not heard but is very relevant for a progressive India. So let us try to give space to others while respecting our country, and we are considered to be the largest democracy of the world. And how it can happen? So many people with so much of the real life experience has constructed it. It is not gifted by somebody. It is the life experience has created that. And we have got no difficulty of 50s. When this constitution was formed also, what was the life difficulty is not there today. So we should have been able to prosper much higher speed had we really minded on that actually. So let us work on that. Try to grow our children in those directions. Let them differ on any issues on anybody. I am not a political person. I talk on only issues. We should have the guts to tell right is right and wrong is wrong. But just because somebody is wrong, I don't have the right to whatever, right or him. You correct him. That is your responsibility, being right. Then this country will really flourish. And I want to compliment all the faculty members of Purna Prajna Indira Nagar. The total, that democracy which is undercurrent here, if it is spread to India, India will prosper at a much higher rate. That is the way you are working. I compliment you. But pass it on to the young children so that they will become real patriotic, responsible citizen of new India. I don't want to talk further on the issue. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us with your valuable words, which made us realize that we should inculcate the spirit of patriotism in the minds of young citizens and make us and asking us to listen to the voice of each Indian to make India a better country in future. Last but not the least, now I request Mrs. Anjali Joshi to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Right from the inception of the world and the universe at large, if there is anything that has moved only in the forward direction, then it is the sole entity called time. Everyone and everything is a slave to time. This COVID-19 pandemic taught us that Kalaya Tasmai Namaha. We have to surrender to time eventually. We should accept, respect and act accordingly. I take this opportunity to thank all the dignitaries on the dais who made this day successful. My heartfelt thanks to our Joint Secretary Sir, today's Chief Guest, Mr. Nandakishore Balla, for sparing his valuable time with us. Sir, I truly appreciate your innovative thoughts, critical thinking and thanks for your message to young generation and today's youths. Let me express my gratitude to our Principal Sir, KSM Bhatt, for his constant support, guidance and encouragement. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I am grateful to our Vice Principal, Ma'am, Mrs. Kumada Abhayankar. Ma'am, thanks for your informative thoughts, guidance and vibrant role. I thank from the bottom of my heart to our primary in charge, Ma'am Mrs. Irene Raj, for her constant, continuous support, constructive suggestions, ideas in all situations. Thank you, ma'am. We remain grateful to our pre-primary principal, Mrs. Mini ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your support and guidance. I thank to our manager, sir, for his active role, well-disciplined and dedication towards the school. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to thank to those children who put their efforts, delivered wonderful, inspiring speeches, and thank you to the parents also who helped them to bring their thoughts and ideas in an appropriate manner. My thanks to Mrs. Vatsalama for your melodious, tuneful, Canorous song. Thank you, ma'am. It's my sincere salute to Sri Kendalla Hanumantaraya, the man who contributed in India's independence movement and framing our constitution. Thank you to Dilip sir for his enthusiasm as a Kendalla Hanumantaraya, for his powerful speech in a simple Sanskrit language. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to Shastri sir for his marvelous speech. Richly deserves our gratitude to all our social teachers. A big thanks to all those who decorated and displayed the board attractively. I thank to all other faculty members, teaching and non-teaching staff for contribution and support directly or indirectly for the successful program. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful day. Jai Hind.